We must turn around our economy from a net importer to a net exporter of products, goods, and services. The most urgent being imports of food products that cost us 500 billion shillings every year. Just imagine. We are importing maize, wheat, rice, edible oil, to Kenya at a cost of 500 billion shillings every year. As I mentioned earlier, we have already made interventions to reduce imports of maize, sugar, edible oils, rice, wheat, but our efforts are undermined by the natural limits of rain-fed agriculture. We can no longer allow the clouds to determine whether our people eat or not. We are able to produce enough for domestic consumption and exports. Expanded modern irrigation is now necessity and the only path forward. We are endowed, ladies and gentlemen, honorable members, with arable land, yet we all know only 15% of Kenya can support rain-fed agriculture. And this limited area is what we have relied on to feed the entire nation. While 85% of Kenya does not receive sufficient rainfall, if we harvested and stored rainwater, we can bring vast arable lands in these arid and semi-arid regions into productive use. With the dams, we can transform our arid and semi-arid areas into hubs of agricultural production, even in the absence of rainfall. We must never give up on the potential of these regions simply because they receive little rain, and we must never confuse the lack of rain with the lack of water. This is why we must build at least 50 mega dams nationwide, alongside 200 additional medium and small dams and thousands of micro dams to collect and store water, not only to secure our food supply, but to bring at least 2.5 million additional acres under irrigation within the next 5 to 7 years. Therefore, the commitment to harvest and store water is not simply about food and water security. It is a strategic, nation-shaping investment, one that underpins our aspiration to be a net exporter of agricultural products, underpins economic independence, rural prosperity, and sustainable development. The Ministry of Water and Sanitation and Irrigation, alongside all relevant agencies, have already mapped out precise locations of these dams. These projects span the breadth of our republic. From the High Grand Falls, a mega dam on River Dawa in Mandera, Isiolo, Pasalinga Dam, Yata in Machakos, Singli Canal in Garissa, Soin Koru in Kisumu, Rumuruti in Laikipia, Fochi in Embu and Tharaka, Lowat in Turkana, Mahoya Dam, Studling, Nyeri and Kirinyaga, Narosra in Narok, Aror in Elgeyo Marakwet. Others include Ndarugu in Kiambu, Kokwanyo in Homa Bay, Rare in Kilifi, Tongaren in Bungoma, and many more strategic sites nationwide. Mr. Speaker, expanded irrigation will also supply the volumes, consistency, and quality of raw materials required for our next economic frontier, which is agro-industrialization. Irrigation will produce the raw materials, and our SEZs, EPZs, and county aggregation and industrial parks will convert them into high-value products for national, regional, and global markets.